I think so, Elise. It's a good way to end the summer for sure. And it's so hard to believe it's September already and Labor Fest 2019 is already here. And we all know that for a lot of people, Labor Day it marks the unofficial end of summer, but it commemorates so much more. And so it recognizes men and women who labor to build and maintain America. The first Labor Day was in 1882 in New York City. And in 1894, Congress declared the day a national holiday. Governor Tony Evers says, quote, on Labor Day, we are called on to reflect on the contributions that our workers and their families have made to our state and our country, end quote. And today, the Milwaukee Area Labor Council will host hundreds of people for a day of fun at the lakefront. That includes live music, entertainment, and for the little ones, they'll have science and magic shows, a classic car show, and union raffle, which has included a genuine union-made Harley-Davidson motorcycle for several years. So this is the place to be this Labor Day if you don't have any other plans. Things kick off at 11 o'clock at the Henry Meyer Festival grounds. Reporting live on the Summerfest grounds, Lauren Winfrey, today's TMJ4.
All right, thanks, Lauren. It's 5:32. The Racine County Sheriff's Office says they arrested 2 people for driving under the influence in construction zones this weekend. This as law enforcement across southeastern Wisconsin take part in the Impaired Driving Task Force throughout the holiday weekend. Deputies arrested a 41-year-old man for driving under the influence in the village of Raymond. He was going 110 miles per hour in a construction zone. Another 37-year-old man was arrested after admitting to smoking marijuana and driving through a construction zone at 81 miles per hour in Raymond. These stories are why today's TMJ4 started Project Drive Sober. We want to hear your story ideas to bring more attention to this problem. Contact us using the information right there on your screen.
Drive down Clybourne next to the Marquette Interchange and you'll likely notice more people than ever are camping in the area dubbed Tent City. But as our Corrine Zell reports, there's an urgency to get people who are homeless off the street and into housing before winter arrives.
Milwaukee County Housing First is a program here in our area aimed at getting people off the streets first and then addressing their needs. It's been around since 2015. Since that time, the county has gotten 1,500 people in permanent housing.
If you've been downtown at all over the last year, chances are you've noticed this tent community pop up between Clybourne and St. Paul.
Oftentimes when folks drive by, they only see the tents, but these are human beings.
Outreach Services Manager for the Milwaukee County Housing Division, Eric Collins-Dyke, says there are between 50 and 60 people living here right now. We talked to about a dozen of those folks, only one willing to talk into the microphone. Daniel is from Wauwatosa, homeless for years, and says he's been living here on and off for about 6 months.
There's a lot of suffering, there's a lot of pain, people can't take showers and stuff, you know, it's very complex.
Do you feel safe here?
For the most part.
Most of the people we talked with say this is a place of community.
We understand that the optics have created a certain perspective in the community, but we also want folks to know that the optics don't necessarily correlate with what's happening there.
Why does it appear that there are more tents right now?
Well, I think because there is compared to last year. The proliferation of the tents from April to now has expanded pretty quickly.
Collins-Dyke says it's a combination of more homeless and people choosing to relocate here.
And I think the entire homeless outreach community has the same goal at this point, and that's to get everyone indoors before it gets cold out.
The County Housing Division has gotten 15 people off the streets and into permanent housing over the last few weeks. Shaniqua Billings brings lunch to the camp a couple times a month.
Simple things like making sandwiches or looking in our cabinets and seeing what it is that we can make to kind of help other people.
Her group is one of dozens coming here with supplies.
I used to be homeless and I know what it feels like to be in a situation like that.
For the most part, the homeless tell us a small gesture goes a long way. But a home is what they really want.
There's always tomorrow, and tomorrow will be a better day.
The homeless tell us water and toilet paper are their biggest needs. The county needs money. They use a mix of county, city, and private dollars to get people in permanent housing, but they need more. We have information at TMJ4.com if you're interested in donating. Corrine Zell, today's TMJ4.
Kareen, thanks. Of course, Brian's been tracking some of that weather and that urge, that push to get the homeless into housing before winter. Doesn't feel like winter yet, but definitely feels like fall.
It doesn't. I also see you're tracking a grilling forecast. I heard you're quite the griller. What's your specialty?
I don't know. Last night we had the fillets on the grill.
Those are great.
Yeah.
I would check out Brian's social media for those.
All right, grilling forecast for today. Again, should be a good day today. Noon, 74 degrees. By 3 o'clock, 78 degrees. By 6 o'clock, 77. Partly cloudy, more humid, and warmer for today. Maybe you'll be doing some grilling, tailgating at the Brewers game for today. It's a 3:10 start, first pitch. Tailgating time, 79 degrees at Miller Park. Partly cloudy and humid. Pete and Lise.
All right, thanks, Brian. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside from our DOT cameras. You can see that traffic is moving along this morning, very light, as you can imagine, on a Labor Day. Not many folks out there laboring. Traffic's moving along. No major incidents to tell you about. It's a 5:37 coming up right here. Rod Burks has your 1-minute drill.
Plus, we're tracking Hurricane Dorian. 3 states currently under mandatory evacuation as they brace for the Category 5 hurricane.
And let's go ahead and take a live look outside today. You can see it's quite dark this morning. A very crisp start to our Labor Day, but it's going to turn out to be a really nice day. At 5:40 this morning, we're taking a live look at your stomping grounds. Racine on this Labor Day. How are your parents today? What are their plans?
I think they're going over to my brother's house.
Okay.
He's a better griller than I am, for sure.
Oh, really?
He specializes in that, for sure.
Okay.
Seen a lot more Harleys riding around town this weekend, of course. You got the Harley celebration and your motorcycle cast the next couple of days. Today, green light. Tomorrow, not so much. We got some storms on the way tomorrow. Green light again on Wednesday and maybe a few showers again on Thursday. But again, we're going to be timing out the potential for not only storms, but maybe some severe stuff for tomorrow in your forecast coming up, Elise.
Well, it's nice that you can hit the road on the holiday weekend. Well, most folks, not us, but most folks have off.
Yeah, enjoy it today, guys, before the rain arrives, right? Well, the Brewers took 2 of 3 from the Cubs over the weekend. Let's get to our Rod Burks with details in your 1-minute drill.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rod Burks for the 1-minute drill for you on this Monday morning. The Milwaukee Brewers will open up the series against the Houston Astros today at Miller Park, and they'll roll into the series with a series win over the Cubs, which they handled on Sunday.
Gio Gonzalez got the start for the Crew yesterday. Here he strikes out Ian Happ to get out of the second inning. He goes just 3 innings with 2 strikeouts. The Brewers got on the board in the 4th inning. Orlando Arcia with a ground-out RBI that scores a run, 1-0 Crew. Let's take it in the 9th inning, and this was clutch, folks. With 2 men on and 2 outs, Christian Yelich with his 42nd home run of the season to dead center. That's out of the ballpark. It's his first home run in a couple of weeks. It's a 3-run shot. The Brewers go on to beat the Cubs at Wrigley 4-0.
And the Green Bay Packers will hit the practice field this afternoon. The Chicago Bears are waiting for them on Thursday night in the Windy City. That's your 1-minute drill. Have a great day, everybody.
And it's Bears Week. Today's TMJ4 is the only place you'll be able to watch one of the longest rivalries in sports. The Packers and Bears kick off the NFL season this Thursday night. Kickoff is at 7:20.
That deep dish pizza going to taste great for Packers fans after hopefully a Packer win. You know, the ones who travel south to see the game.
That's true. What's your spot? You're a Chicago guy.
So I actually argue the best deep dish pizza in Illinois is in Champaign. A place called Papadel's. Obviously, it's an extra 2 hours south.
Okay.
So in Chicago, I'd go Giordano's. What about you?
I love Giordano's. It's so good.
All right, glad we agree on that one. Coming up on Live at Daybreak on today's TMJ4, why it's important to have an emergency plan regardless of where you live.
Also, the special milestone for the ATM.
And here are last night's Super Cash numbers as we head to break. Storm Team 4 now as we're taking a live look outside in Waukesha. Much different picture than to our south, Brian, where you've been tracking Hurricane Dorian. Here, shaping up to be a really nice Labor Day.
Yeah, it's going to be a real nice mix of clouds and sunshine for today. Really similar to what we had the last couple of days. Just a little bit warmer. But as you just mentioned, Dorian, still a Category 5 storm. Here's the latest this morning on Dorian. You can see. Hopefully we have the latest. There we are. Dorian, again, a Category 5 storm. Winds out of the west, not winds out of the west, moving at 1 mile per hour. a snail pace of this Category 5 storm with winds at 165 miles per hour. So that's down a little bit from yesterday evening as it interacts with the Bahama Islands. Now, again, we're looking for that